Hi, hello, welcome back to my channel Tutor Things. So, as you all know, we have started Lead Code SQL 50 series where we'll be going to solve 50 problems on SQL that will help you to crack any SQL interviews. So, that will also improve your problem solving skills in SQL. Actually, we are using this LeetCode website, which is mainly for data structures, problem solving things, but we are using SQL as we have done SQL series mostly in our channel. So I thought like this will be helpful for my subscribers who are following those series, and this will help them to encourage like how the concepts will be applied in real time with these kind of questions or problems. So let's see the next video in this series. Now we are in the 21st video, so we are now planning to complete these 50 problems in upcoming videos. So stay tuned to our channel to not miss any part of our video. You have to subscribe our channel and click the bell icon so that you're never gonna miss any video of ours. So yeah, this question number is 1174, immediate food delivery. 2. So in lead code you will be having numerous number of problems to be solved. So the numbering is there for a unique problem. So you can search with that number, you will directly launch to this particular problem likewise. So let's see the problem statement first, and then we'll solve how we can write a query for this problem statement likewise. So yeah, firstly we'll see the schema. So what they're telling is they have a table called as delivery table. So we have a columns like delivery id and customer id and order date and customer preference, delivery date, delivery date. These are two are date types, and the other IDs are int type. Delivery is nothing but some order. A customer has ordered something which you have a order ID for. The customer will have customer ID, and order date is nothing but on which time you have ordered, and customer preference, delivery date, and what the date they have preferred, like that. So delivery ideas as so it's an unique values in this table considered as a primary key, and the table holds information about the food delivering. Something delivered is nothing but food here. So food delivered to the customer that make orders at same some date and specify a preferred delivery date on the a same order date or after it. So you can prefer in the same date or next day also you can prefer. So the order date is the date. Consider this to be today. Your customer prefer order will be today or tomorrow likewise. Okay, if the customer prefer delivery date is same as the order date, if it is the same date, then order is called as immediate order, otherwise it is called as scheduled order. We have scheduled that a particular order to tomorrow, right? So that will be a scheduled order. So if it is same day, that will be an immediate order. That is the information they are providing in here. And next the thing is the first order of the customer is the order with the earliest order date that the customer made. For example, he have ordered one order with some ID one. So one customer ordered something, some biryani in today, so that to become to a today itself. So that is called as a first order. So if the same person orders something, so that is scheduled for the next day, that is considered as second order kind of thing. So which is the earliest order date that customer made, so that is guaranteed that the customer has a first order. Okay, that is considered as a first order. Okay, so today if you make the order, that is the first order. You should not consider the order which is made the next day as a first order. Okay, write a solution to find out the percentage of immediate orders in the first orders of all customers. See, they are telling like percentage of immediate order. Immediate order is very easy. So immediate order is nothing but we have to check with the customer preference date. That is, if it matches today, the same date, that is called as a immediate order. We can have a percentage of that immediate. But what they want the percentage of immediate orders in the first orders of their customers. So whatever the order they have made in the first form, that is in the previous earliest order date, with the earliest order date considered as a first order. So all the first orders they want the immediate orders. You can see here we should not having any percentage condition in the direct table, but here we want a first orders of the customers as a some form of table already, and that is rounded to the two decimal. Percentage should be rounded to two decimal point. This is the thing they are asking about. Let's see the same with an example so that you will understand the better way. So these are delivery table which have in delivery ID and customer ID and order date and customer preference date. Okay. So now, what are the thing they are asking us to find out immediate percentage they want, and that should be rounded to two, right? So if you see the customer one has a first order with the delivery date, which is 8th month of first term, and then he has customer preference of next day. If you see the same day, same customer made an delivery made an order at this time, so that is 8/11, and the next it is also scheduled. You can see these two are scheduled because the dates are not the similar. The next day they are scheduled, so these are the scheduled orders for both first one. So customer ID with one. This is also for an order of customer one. This is also order of which is considered a first order. This is the first order because we have to check the minimum, that is which is earliest order date. We have to consider that as a first order. Okay, first order. And next second has this order. You can see the same order date, that is called as immediate order. If you see the second is also an immediate, this is not an immediate order. The difference in date, that is a scheduled order. See, this is scheduled order, that is a immediate order, but we don't want to schedule orders, right? We have percentage of immediate orders only. You can now ignore the scheduled orders in the table itself. So you can just concentrate on first orders. So uh, we should not ignore the scheduled orders. They didn't talk about immediate or scheduled kind of thing. They are telling like first orders, whatever they may be the first orders. In that, what is the percentage of immediate orders? So how many are scheduled and how many are immediate likewise. So customer one has first order, that is a scheduled order. You can see here, and a second person like two is having this date, that is an immediate order, and next three is having C24, but the third next record here is 21. So this will be the first order for the third person. Okay, so the delivery with this delivery 5, not 4. You understood, right? The difference between first order, which is an with an earliest order date. So this is an a scheduled order for 3. Next, fourth customer we have. The immediate order, you can see that they have written already. So there are only 4 customer here, but there are so many customers, so we'll be taking the minimum order date from that to get the first orders. Okay, so these are the first orders of the customer. So now what we have to do is we have to take the immediate percentage. Here you can see two immediates are there and two schedules are there. So what we can do is that is the same, right? Half of the thing, that will be the 50 percentage of immediate orders are there. We have to get the percentage from that. So how we can solve this by writing a query? Let me start with a simple select. So whatever we have to select, we will be writing next. So from what table we have to take? We have only one table, so which should be taken from delivery table itself. So delivery, we can have an aliasing name, or without alias name is also fine. So the condition which we have to apply, we have to take everything from the what we call first orders. We have to get the immediate percentage from the first order, right? So whatever the first order, we have to find out in a subquery. I'm just doing that in the subquery because we have to take from that table, right? So that table, how we get that from the inner subquery. Okay, so now what we want is we want to get a minimum of order ID, that is the first order, which is having less order date, that is earliest order date. And so this is the minimum of order date. So from exactly from the same table, we can have this delivery thing. Sorry, yeah, delivery table. And next what we have to do, we have to apply the condition. What is the condition is the same customer, right? Whatever the customer we are referring in the outer table, that should be same as the customer which we will be referring in the inner query. Otherwise it will be having wrong data there. We have to group that by customer, or you can check like this, or you can just group by with the customer ID, like that also you can do. So these two will work. So I'm just having this because I have given aliasing name, it is better to check whether it would be the same customer or not. That is, we are grouping with the customer like that. So now what they want is they want to round up with two decimal points, and then uh, they have given to find out the percentage kind of thing. So that is percentage is nothing but how many count we have to, sorry, we have to get the sum of the immediate orders divided by how many number of orders, so you will get the percentage, right? So then that is rounded up with 2, and they have given aliasing name as immediate percentage that should come here with or with our as also we can give aliasing names here. So now the checking condition what we can do is we can have it in different ways, that is we have just can we can do that with a simple case thing. Case we right how to write a case when, and then we have to give the condition. What is the condition? Order date is equal to, what we have to do is we have to match that with the customer preference date, because that will be only considered as a immediate order, right? So if this condition only satisfied, then we are taking that record only, that is then one we have to end the case condition. So now um, so what we have done here, so we have a count, and then count is divided the sum by total number, right? So that is we can give star. So total number, well, now we have to get a percentage, right? So into 100. So this is what we have to do here. Up to here I think you hope you are clear with that. This is count function is nothing but we are calculating the sum here, sum of immediate orders by total number of orders into 100, we will be getting a percentage, and we are rounding up it to 2. So here we are having a condition with case, that is checking for an immediate order. What is immediate order? They have already told us. Like if it's a order date is same as an the customer preference, that is considered as immediate order. So that is condition we have applied here. So this is how we can have it. So I'm just running this the query which I have written now. So you can see, okay, some type error. So yeah, order data have given double O's there. So now you see it's accepted. It's getting the same percentage here. So which is 50/50. Expected is 50 because you can see here there is no kind of they are only having three customers here. They are not four customers. So this is how you can have it here. And what one more thing what we can do here is you can have it in the different form, as I told you, right? You can use like group by also here, with grouping by customer ID will be also possible. So I will show you that part also. Just group with customer ID. If there is no aliasing concept kind of thing, you can just group by customer ID. So that thing is also work because you are referring from the same table, right? So that will also work for you. So some syntax in a group by. So yeah, then no need of where condition, right? So we are not having any condition there. So I'm just grouping with group by with customer ID itself. So yeah, we haven't removed this D, right? So no need of now. So we had to check the queries. Subquery returns more than one row. So yeah, here what we have to do is we have to check both customer ID and order ID should be matched in here. So it's in a query in, right, so customer also should be in there. So these two should fall in that inner query. Then we'll be having the first order, and then we'll be rounding up and giving that as an immediate thing. So as I told you, right, you can just instead of count, you can just have it here like some kind of thing, and instead of case if kind of thing, you can also have like if thing. If this condition is satisfied, no need of then comma one. Otherwise you can have it here like 0. So this will also work for you. Just close this because you else the thing, and just run this. You understood, right? The same thing you can do with the count and then sum. It should contain two columns. So let's see what happened. We are rounding and then summing. So yeah, the condition comma 1 comma 0. Yeah. So here you can see I'm getting the star, but we don't need to get a kind of thing star. We can just get the, because we are not grouping here with customer ID, right? So we have to get the distinct customer IDs here. Otherwise, it will not work. So distinct customer ID we have to take. You understood, right? Count of distinct customer ID, and that should be grouped with multiplied with 100 to get the percentage kind of thing. See, I have given some extra commas, it seems. So let me have it here. Multiplied with 100 should be in the numerator, right? Yeah. We have it here, some syntax address. We should make these braces in a clear format so that will work for us. I hope this will work. Operand should contain two columns. What's wrong with this? So selecting, I'm just taking the rounding up and then summing and having the if condition here. So if condition is fine, date and if condition is fine. So yeah, up to that is also fine, and then multiplying with 100, that is also fine, and then counting of customer ID, that is also fine, and this is also fine. So now, so that is getting as okay. You can give aliasing name or fine without aliasing name also. Percentage from delivery, and then where customer ID comma order date should fall in select. Okay, okay, that is fine. Yeah, we have to, here we are not taking the customer ID, so that is the operand kind of thing. We are just taking the order and then customer ID should be there. So that thing also we have to have. You can also have aliasing name for this as first as a first order date. Otherwise that will also will work as first order. We can give aliasing name as first order. So you can just run now. That is the operand which you are missing here. The select in subquery, that is the thing. So now it's accepted, right? So just check with what will the possible ways we can have, we can do the same with kind of thing. So I want to give one more clue that you can solve the same thing with average kind of thing also here. So you can do that with the rank and partition kind of thing. Rank, if you know, you can solve the same problem using rank. If you are aware of that concept, let me know in the comment section the how you can solve this particular query. So that will help other peoples and increase your problem solving skills using different kind of approaches. So that's all for this video. I hope this video is clear, and this query is clear, right? Just we are taking rounding up and then summing, just taking the immediate percentage but checking with the condition. So that should be a first order of all only percentage they want from the first order. So we are in a query, we are taking the first orders. So simple ways I have explained you previously, just from where in sub query. So instead of that, you can do the same with this, instead of aliasing name for the delivery. So I hope you have understood. Let me know in the comment section if you have doubts regarding this. And that's all for this video. Hope you will catch up in the next video. Until then, stay tuned. Keep watching and keep sharing.